Welcome back to Megaman Battle Network 2. Here we are again, this time with 3 stars. Those 3 stars include defeating Gospel, defeating Base, and collecting all 250 chips in the library. Now we're going to be working on getting our last and final 4th star. I've already gone ahead and taken the liberty of collecting all of these. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get these A, B, C, D, E. And we're going to get, let's see, G, is it G with that I need? What do I need? H, E, F, G, H, I. H, I. And then we need, let's see, we need our final ones, which is going to be these. So we need those. We got Q. We're going to need O, P, Q, R, star. This one and this one. We got the I. Yup. This one, we're going to need the shields. We're also going to need these guys. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need L, M. Oh, we already got those in our folder. Right. So we just put N in there. Get the curse shield out here. So we're going to need curse shield. We got P, so we got P, PP. And we should be all set, I think. Those are most of the program advances. So let's go ahead and just run a couple of these real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and run these. I'm going to show these off real quick. Here's the first program advance, and this is going to be arrows. Does 100 per hit. This is just the 3. This is Z-ball. Pretty simple. Does 300 per, which is actually pretty insane. You get 5 seconds or time enough to throw 4 of those, so you can do like 1,200 damage almost. This is Z-Raton 3, and this is the Curse Program Advance. This one actually used to be one of my favorites from Megaman Battle Network 3. In this case, it looks like it just does 500 damage. So if somebody hits you like this, you can just put up your shield. They'll hit it just like a normal curse shield, and it'll attack them for 500, which is pretty crazy. In Megaman Battle Network 3, it hits multiple times, though, so it's actually quite a bit better. I kind of like it more in Megaman Battle Network 3. Here's Omega Cannon 1, so we've gotten that out of the way. And there is our Omega Rat 3. There's our Omega Cannon 3. There we go. Omega Raton 2. And finally, our last program advance, Time Bomb Plus. Alright, and then from here, if you go into Mega Man, you can see that we're missing 2 power-ups, actually 1 power-up. So we need 1 more power-up, and we have download chips. If we click X, we can actually just load these into the game because of the Legacy Collection. And these are special event chips only. They came out in Japan, but now we can have access to them. And what this also means is by doing this, if we just get, say, this one, and we go, let's see, X, here we go. Then we can also perform another program advance. All right. Actually, I'm just going to activate it, and then I'm not going to use it until the final battle. How about that? So now what we're going to go ahead and do, I'll show you this. And if we go out to our title screen real quick, now performing all of the program advances, we now have our 4th star. Now the problem here is that having our 4th star is getting our 5th star. Normally there are secret chips, and there would be 260 chips. However, 10 of those secret chips you can only get by battling real battles, net battles, online, or locally, doesn't matter. and just battling, you get a very slim chance during a real battle. You always get like rewarded with a battle chip at the end of the battle. There's a very slim chance that by real battling a person via online play or locally, is that battle chip that you get rewarded by winning, there's a very small chance that it is one of the 10 secret chips. Again, very small chance, and there's 10 of them. So you have to get all 10 of them, and you can duplicate the secret chips. So getting all 10 of them, it takes forever. So of course on my side, I thought I was going to be able to just trade them from my main profile, because I actually did get them. When these Legacy Collection first came out, I actually got them all. And I thought that I could get them again. But unfortunately, it looks like that is not the case. You cannot trade secret chips, apparently, unless I'm missing something. So I'm not able to do that. But what we're going to go ahead and do now is collect our last power-up and our last 5 HP memories that we missed somewhere. And we're just going to wrap this up. I'm going to show you the 5th star by my original playthrough. And then we're going to wrap up the LP. So we're just about there. I'll see you guys in a minute. And here at this girl, you can actually see that she's going to tell you the navies that you have successfully S-ranked. And this is something that we're going to be using later on. As you can see here, we've S-ranked every single navi. And so she's going to say, seems all the ghosts visible are apparent. May the changes that visit you be changes for the better. And you're going to see what that means a little bit later on. Alright, here we go. At this point, we're just farming battles. Let's see what we can get here. This dude's got 300 HP. Yeah. I'll just kill the charge. Oh, snap! Alright, here we go. Finally, here we go. What's this? A style change? It must be. But what style? And somehow we're going back to normal style? Or is it something else? Your synchro rate is at 200%. Megaman, this is... Yeah, I can feel it. Just like before. It is... What is it, Dad? During battles with strong navies, with a continuously full synchro state, Megaman's subconscious runs hub bat, which was supposed to be switched off before. Call it hub style. Megaman is probably very powerful now, but his body is in worse shape with 50% of the usual HP. So he does a lot of damage, but is weak. It's up to you, Lan. Lan, use all your operating skills. Hub style. Cool. We're unbeatable. Alright. So let's go ahead and overwrite Yep. Over right. Which style? Wood shield. Okay, Megaman has a new power. And with that, we now have our final style. And as it mentioned, this takes your health points down by 50%. So we have a max of 1,000. That leaves us at 500. Maxes out our attack, takes down our rapid. We have all of our points though. We're level 100. Look at our library one more time. We got 250 chips out of 250. What I'm going to end up doing here, because there is the secret chips and I cannot figure out a good way to trade them from my main file over to this one. I might try something here in just a second, but if it doesn't work, I'm just going to play my main file and show you the total chip counter there instead as just a final end all. We have all 32 program advances performed. We maxed out our sub memories. We maxed out our regular ups, so we're at a max of 50 now. We got all of the HP memories. We're there. This is the end of the end. I do have one other thing to show off here. As of right now, I'm not able to do it because I actually just checked my main file, my main playthrough, and I don't have Hero Sword, so I guess I accidentally must have lost it in a real battle at some point. So I am missing one secret chip here, which I'm going to battle myself for, and I'm going to get that last secret chip so we can finally get the last and 5th star to our game and finally wrap this up and close this out. So I'll see you guys as soon as I get it. All right, welcome back. This is sometime after the last clip. As you can see, I have fought over 600 battles at this point. Just to get the chip that we need, and we finally got it. It's not in my folder here because I did trade it back to my original playthrough because I had actually lost it, so I wanted to make sure that I had it for future reference. But here we go. The Hero Sword. That was the last chip that we were missing. And now, as you can see, we have 260 chips in our library. So that actually completes the secret chips, and as you can see now, now here, if we return to the title screen, finally, we have now gotten our 5th and final star. Oh my god, that is glorious, dude. So that actually that's the end of the LP right here. As many of you who have played Mega Man Battle Network 2 may know, there is one more thing that you can actually do here, and that is if you hover over New Game and you select left, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, you can actually see that it highlighted orange now, and what that means is that you can now select New Game and play in hard mode. Now we're actually not going to do that right now. And in hard mode, if you go ahead and you choose to do that, it will actually load a continue 1 slot, so you can actually have 2 different continues. This being your main file and then a second for your hard mode file. The only things that really happens is that a lot of enemies actually get like 50% extra health. There's like very minor battle changes, like as you go through your license exams and stuff, there's like different battles and stuff like that. So there's very minor differences. What I had thought though is instead of doing that right now, I might leave that and save that for like a future, like if I choose to come back He has like a 150 aura, doesn't he? What a shame, dude. If I choose to come back in the future, though, what I can do is actually just... Dude, this is so sick. Watch this, watch this. Zeus hammer, and then just obliterate these guys. Donk. If I want, then I can come back in the future, and I'll probably come back, and instead of like doing a story mode and kind of like running through the story of Mega Man Battle Network 2 again, instead what I'll end up doing is just going through kind of like a speed run, like a semi speed run kind of deal. I'm not gonna be like running through like trying to break a record or anything like that, but I'll save hard mode for the occasion that I just skip dialogue scenes and I just play through the game pretty fast just to blow through it. Basically, the only thing that you get from completing hard mode, you actually do get rewarded for it, and the only thing that you actually get for completing it is going through, and after you beat Gospel and you defeat the main story of it, then you'll actually be rewarded with a last and final chip, the Sanctuary chip, number 261. So there's actually 261 chips in the entire game, but you have to defeat Gospel in hard mode to be rewarded with the very final chip. So, that being great timing, that being said, what we're actually going to go ahead and do right now to finish off this playthrough is not play hard mode. Instead, we're going to come in here and... okay, I mean, this is... I don't think that this could be any more perfect. We had the plus like 30s as well. What we're going to go ahead and do here is just fight base one time. This is with our hub style as well, so this is 100 completion. Here's the Darkness Program Advance. If Gospel misses, then base comes out with the Earthbreaker. If you actually hit both of those, that is the most powerful Program Advance like ever. I think in any game, honestly, just outright, unless you add like modifiers and stuff, I'm sure that you can get one that's a little bit more busted. But that does 6,000 damage. That's easily... Okay, you want to fight again? Let's flip and go, dude. You know what? I'm down for this. Let's fight a second time, dude. Because you know what we have, man. All right, let's see. Instead of using Shadow Man, let's see if we can get rid of this. Get rid of this. All right, so we still have Bodyguard as needed. But let's see if we can actually just Zeus hammer him. Let's get rid of his aura, and then right here, I want to show you the power of base here. And check this out. So 130 damage per hit. Let's see how much damage this one chip does. This is only with 2 plus 30s, by the way. It hit a good number of times. I think that was like 7 times that it hit. So you'll actually see it did not too bad there. It actually did 910 damage. So pretty good chip, if I do say so. Pretty good chip. At this point, we're just gonna destroy him now. And check this out. This is one of my favorite parts, actually. That is right? Where's it drop down first? I think it's drop down first. I hope it's drop down first. Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm not 1000% sure. And sure enough, check this out though with the Buster. Watch this. Does 10 damage per hit, dude. The Buster is so flippin' busted. I love that, man. Alright. Well, base, you have met your match. Yeah, the Darkness Program Advance, though, nothing to mess with. 6,000 damage is pretty impressive. I'm actually going to go ahead and split this up, and we're going to do one final battle to end off the LP here. I think it's only right after we face base. We need to go ahead and go to the end game, and we're just going to fight Gospel one more time. and then let the end credits roll. So I'll see you guys there. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start up the video here again as we make our way to Gospel. I feel like it's only right. I don't want to just cut to the end. I think that we'll just slowly make our way there. We get one final mail, and this is just for hub style. We get an email for every style that we get, and this actually explains a little bit of it. Essentially, every style's abilities can be used. Buster's double Buster attack, which is gut style. You can choose from 10 chips in the custom screen. You can carry 8 chips per folder. What that means is 8 Navi chips per folder. You can have a barrier, and during battle, you can use the shield to guard, as I mentioned. However, of course, his HP is halved. So, hub style, easily the most busted style in the game. Like I said, purely for the 10 custom screen, most busted thing that you could possibly get. Easy. And what we're gonna go ahead and do here, like I said now, is we're just gonna go ahead and go to Marine Harbor. Right back. Let's go to Kotobuki. Should we fight Dex one more time? Do we just blow him away? Let's just blow him away real quick. Let's just see if we can. You know what? Let's do this. No, I don't want the program advance. And let's just let's give him a couple of Zeus hammers. 1, 2, and then we'll just give him base. I wanna see if I can like show you like all of the modifiers. Like look at this. And this is just with the plus 30s. Remember the Navi plus 40 that I said? Like this does 190 damage per hit. And base is easily like one of the most multi-hitting Navi chips. And it hits in every column, so I mean if you're virus busting, it's also broken. It's so good, man. It's so good. Just to kind of give an outro here though, at this point in time, it is January the 21st. I don't remember when I started this playthrough exactly, but it has been some time, to say the least. Let's just save here. We're gonna go right in, and we already know how all of this goes, so I'm not going to read the dialogue. We're just gonna go ahead and skip right in. Jack in, Megaman, execute. The last Jack in sequence. Again. This is the last time that we're going to hear this music. I'm just going to mention it again, though. As far as hard mode, I do want to come back to that later. I'm not going to I'm going to stop in the 100%. I'm just going to keep as our the 5-star completion. But the 101% is what I would consider getting the Sanctuary chip. But we will come back to that. We'll come back to that. We'll do like a run in the future of it, because I love Mega Man Battle Network 2 so much, man. Just the series in general. Mega Man Battle Network, one of my favorite series of all time. It's just so good. So we'll be coming back to this. We'll do the hard mode eventually, but that we'll save for another time. For now, let's go ahead and finish this LP off. I know, we're here at last. And we're going to go ahead and fight weaker base now. This ain't the real base. All in all, it is my second favorite Battle Network game. I think that I mentioned that a couple of times. My first being Mega Man Battle Network 3. Easily my favorite of all time. It's a hard toss-up, actually, that Mega Man Battle Network 3 is actually my favorite game of all time. Just because of all of what it has in it for being a Game Boy Advance game. It's just insane, man. For being a Game Boy Advance game. Like, it is packed, man. Packed, man. Here's Gospel one final time, one final battle. And dude, we could straight up just obliterate him right here. But we're not going to use the Program Advance on him here, because we know that also Program Advance Darkness and Gospel, they're both piercing, so you can actually just break through guards with them. They're very busted chips, but we're not going to go ahead and do that. Instead, Let's just see how many... I don't have any full cuss, but let's see how many bodyguards we can get off on this guy while he's guarding. Let's actually just see how many like bodyguards we can pull off real quick, because I should be having some come back here. If I use this, his guard's gonna come back up. Let's see how many we can get off here. All right, because I don't have that. Let's just go ahead here. Bonk. Ah, okay. Sad days, man. And I think that that's gonna be it. We're just gonna get the 2, which is fine. If I had another full cuss, we might have been able to get another one off. Let's listen to them stack up, dude. Just listen. They're both firing at the same exact time. 320 damage per hit. Phew. That's that. And that is the end of the game. Let the credits roll. At this point, I want to say, because my future plans, what I'm kind of waiting for here is I left off. I started this like years ago before I had my kid. So when I came back into this, I really wanted to, because this was one of my favorite games of all time. I really wanted to do this and do it justice. So I wanted to come back into this strong. I feel like that there's so much that I was lacking, and it, you know, I guess especially with this being one of my very first, I feel like that this is my very first LP, like I legitimately finished. Every other LP that I've done so far, I've kind of like started, and I just don't feel like that they've really succeeded, or I've finished them at all. Because there's things that I'm disappointed in, like Let's Go Eevee, which was one that I had started at the same time about, that I wanted to come back into, and I wanted to finish just to say I finished it. But I left that off on such a bad note, and I just wanted to get it over with. I feel so bad about that. I'm going to be coming back to that game way later in the future as well. But it's games like that, like Pokemon's one of my favorite series of all time. But I really messed up Let's Go Eevee. I really want to come back to a Pokemon game. I want to like do a Pokemon game justice. But I'm actually waiting here because in the future, I'm just going to let it be known that Legends ZA, I forget how it is coming out soon. So I am probably going to do a Let's Play of it as soon as it comes out. That's something that I'm looking forward to. So look forward to that. That being said, because I am waiting on that game to come out, I don't think I'm going to be starting another LP anytime soon besides Skyrim. Skyrim I just started, and I'm just going to keep it at 1 LP for now. That way I can kind of manage things a little bit better. Just wrapping this one up and just doing Skyrim only. I'll still be streaming, so if you want to see that, I might stream some other games, just not in a full like LP capacity, and just play some games. So look forward to that as well. But I love how Sean comes back there in the end, and like Sean wasn't behind Gospel per se. Like there's somebody that was like ruling over him. So that kind of like leaves a conclusion to be seen in Mega Man Battle Network 3. And Sean's like not all that bad. Dude, I love that. Oh man, 45 hours. Jesus Christ. Dude, I did the sloppy on that one. That was like a normal ass playthrough. That was a casual playthrough, man. I'm glad I kind of like cut it all up, because you guys would have suffered. No, I feel like for the most part I did this one kind of okay, but for being one of my favorite games, you know, I still feel like I could have done better, and there's always room for improvement. I guess this being like my first real LP that I've actually legitimately completed, like I said, there's always going to be room for improvement. This is my first one. It's only going to get better from here, so look forward to all of my other stuff. Like I said, I want to come back to Pokemon in the future as well. But let's tone down this music just a tad. We'll play it in the background, but I want to come back to Pokemon in the future as well, but I'm going to wait for Legends AZ. I'm going to wait for that to come out first before I do any other Pokemon playthrough or any other LP. Because if I'm still doing Skyrim, which I'm for certain going to be, I want to have the room to do a second LP without being too strained. And like having 3 LPs going at once and stuff. So that's why I'm only going to be doing Skyrim, because I have plans for that. But thank you everybody for sticking with me through Mega Man Battle Network 2 all the way up to the 5 stars. It's been a great journey. Like I said, I started this some time ago, but I'm not going to continue just lingering on. Since the beginning of this playthrough up until where we are now is kind of crazy, because where I started this, dude, I didn't even have a kid yet. I don't think that in part 1, I don't think I even knew that my wife was pregnant yet. And now I have a kid. He's over 3 years old, man. That's kind of just weird to think about. Like, I've been on like this LP for so long, man. That's crazy. But enough said. Again, thank you everybody for sticking around for Mega Man Battle Network 2 all the way through to the end. Thank you for sticking it out. Thanks for being here with me. And for any of you that may possibly come back to this in the future down the line, thank you so much for watching my my series, my LPs. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I appreciate all of you. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.